And you might as well like
just
watch Nunes just fuck you and this Mexican girl just fucking has a big ass fucking Mexican forehead and just fucking takes all the damage and watch her fuck you at the end. Like you see everybody else win and then Nunes just wins by decision.
Go.
Welcome to the Bearded Bros Breakdown, where today we're going over UFC 269. Let's get into it. So, these were our picks for the night. Yeah, let's talk about it. A lot of shit went down. Okay, so let's start from the top. Ryan Hall. I didn't get to see the fight. You watched it. What happened?
Ryan Hall pretty much just dominated round 2, 3, ground control. Threw up some leg locks, tried to do some leg submissions, but nothing really happened. It was pretty much just ground control. So 2 and 3 by default goes to Ryan Hall for the win. You have the eraser?
No. I don't know what the fuck's that.
Whatever. So there goes Ryan Hall. And then Miranda Maverick upset us. Upset me. I'm done with Miranda's right here. This is over. I don't think I'm betting on her. That's 2 in a row. Tai Tuivasa. He had the, what was it called? The sake? The suki?
Sakai?
No.
Oh, the drink? It's a sake or whatever?
So like we said yesterday, he had his sake and his shui. Win by TKO. Practically a knockout. Broke his kneecaps. Dominick Cruz. Dominated Cruz.
Dominick dominated Cruz.
What did he take? 2 to 3? Round 2, 3?
He got knocked down round 1.
Got knocked down round 1.
And then he took round 2 and 3 pretty much. I mean, he was dominating most of it, just that knockdown.
He was just too fast for Pedro Munoz. Way better striking, timing, everything. It was a solid win. We knew it was going to happen. So we messed up on what? One on just Miranda right now? Okay.
Well, yeah. Miranda, then Ryan Hall kind of... You didn't pick Ryan Hall.
Yeah, well, we're going off of your slip. So Ryan
guess.
Hall. Because I didn't pick 10 people. Dan Ige. I'm not picking Dan Ige for a while. Yeah. Josh Emmett, like I said, he's a bad dude. I thought it was going to be slower because of his tattoos, but turns out it didn't work out that way. Josh Emmett just pretty much scared Dan Ige. Dan Ige wasn't throwing enough combos because of that overhand right from Josh Emmett. Sean O'Malley. Ooh, you could break down Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley?
Yeah.
Damn. He just pretty much fucking... he pretty much just like timed that shot. He just like pretty much was touching him up every once in a while. And then like
why am I out of the frame?
last like minute of the first round, he just fucking lands.
And what I didn't I call it? Yeah, you called it. It was going to come out of nowhere.
Yeah, because most of it does though.
I know, but what I've seen it. So with Sean O'Malley, usually he can read somebody, and it's like I was kind of like, what's going on here? He's being very inactive. It's like he should have already thrown an aggressive punch, something that would have hurt him or something. And then I was like, it has to come out of nowhere because there's no way Sean O'Malley's doing this. And it turns out he had like a messed up rib or something, which is why he was probably being a little slow and taking his time. But came out of nowhere, one punch, dropped him. Was it drop or just dazed him? He dropped him, and then he stood back up, and then he pretty much just
finished it off
with a few punches here and there, just to Sean O'Malley, the next Conor McGregor.
Kai Kara. I picked Kai Kara.
I picked Cody.
You picked Cody.
I only picked Cody. Remember, I said I picked Cody because, Cody's cool. But Kai Kara, as far as like technical and training camps and the way Cody's been fighting, Kai Kara should and did what he was supposed to do. Pretty much, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So that was
yeah. I mean, I expected Cody just not to go his way this time. I mean,
what happened? What happened with the fight though? Actually, what happened with the fight?
I mean, I think Cody knocked Kai Kara down once, right?
No. Oh, Cody was just no. Yes. No, Cody was just sitting back.
Yes, he knocked him down once. Remember?
No, he hit him once. He didn't drop him.
He didn't drop him?
No, I
think it was like a stun or daze.
It was like not even if even that. It was Cody was just sitting back trying to do what he did with what's that one other dude? Sansa?
Yeah.
When he,
I mean, he's been trying to do that since he got that knockout on Sansa.
Oh. we're about to die.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
no,
we
no,
just been doing that.
no. But he was doing the whole thing where he's sitting back on the cage and trying to throw that big old right hand off the cage, kind of just bounce off and get that momentum and hit, which is like, come on, bro, you did it once, count yourself lucky. Man, you got to be more active, Cody. I know you're not gonna watch this, but no love for you tonight. Oh, Santiago, I don't even want to talk about that. Dude's tough. He's tough. Jeff Neal.
I mean, it was a good fight.
Yeah, I didn't pick Jeff Neal because he disappointed me before. And all these people that... Yeah, this is what happens. When I will pick them, they disappoint. When I don't pick them, they do the job. Jeff Neal, you screwed me over once again. Amanda Nunes, we didn't even capitalize Amanda Nunes because...
She did not live up.
You want to break down what happened on that?
Pretty much.
Because I don't want to talk smack.
Okay, well...
Even though I've been talking smack.
You've been talking smack. Well, Amanda is just like... Honestly, like, she was like... like, she's always been a quitter when, like, she starts getting hit hard. And that's pretty much what happened. And she always... Like, she's been knocking people out for, like, the past couple fights. And she just wanted to keep on doing that. Like, she just thought she was going to do that to everyone. Knocked out Cyborg, knocked out Holly Holm. And she just was hoping that was, like, how her whole career was going to go. Ronda Rousey. And it just didn't work out. Like, all Pena did was just jab at her. And then that was enough. Just jab at her when she was over here throwing, like, crazy hooks.
I mean, if you see... Pretty much the way I was seeing it was like, wow, Amanda Nunes, you really couldn't freaking see what she was doing. Like, she was not even, she would plant her feet, stand there, and strike with a big overhand right from there. Straight rights, jabs, from the same spot. And as soon as Amanda Nunes engaged and kind of moved out of the way and made her move, you could see how horrible Pena's striking was. Nunes' striking was pretty bad too. But it was like... All she had to do, all Amanda Nunes had to do was leg kick her, jab her, until she beat up on her. And then, once Pena didn't have the strength and couldn't just stand there and plant her feet and throw that overhand right, then you could have just done whatever you wanted to. I don't know why Nunes... Did they make it out of the first round? They made it out of the first round, right?
They made it out of the first round.
I don't know what the coaches didn't tell her anything. Maybe they did. But it's like, dude, leg kicks, bro. Like...
Yeah. She was really open for those leg kicks, but she didn't do shit. Like, she just stuck to that game plan of just like, yeah, let me just keep throwing these crazy hooks and just like, I'm gonna catch her.
And it was dumb. It was just dumb because she ran to like 3 jabs in a row.
She ran to a bunch of jabs.
I know, but it was 3 in a row. We were just like, come on, like, how do you not see that? It's kind of like when what's his name, Chandler, where Chandler knocked out Todd dude.
Hooker?
Yeah, Hooker.
How he didn't run in. Okay,
he
kept fainting. He kept
fainting the same exact
thing. Yeah, he kept fainting the same attack.
And Hooker still fell for it 3 times in a row. That's what happened with Nunes. It was like, get out of here, Nunes. A lot of people lost a little bit of money, and a little bit of people made a lot of money on that fight. So, Dustin Poirier. You want to break that one?
Dustin Poirier. So... Pretty much my fears for like this whole card pretty much happened how I was thinking. I was thinking Pena was just going to have a big old forehead and just take all that damage. And yeah, she took all those hooks from Amanda round 1. Same thing. Oliveira pretty much had like, could create all those openings for his submissions, which I think are better than Bryan's. And that's pretty much what happened. Like round 1, Poirier hurt him. Poirier like... Same thing with that Amanda has, where it's like, oh, I'm knocking people out. But it's like, you knocked out Conor McGregor. I mean, that's cool and all, but who's he being like?
People were going to oblige the striking and not care about anything else. And like you did call it, that Charles was going to be able to make an opportunity, make a hole, and just whoop, sneak in there. Sneak that out, that arm, that forearm, and the neck, and choke him out.
Yeah.
And it was like, bro, like, honestly, like, you already, the way I saw it was, like, you're already going to tap out to this. You already know you're going to tap out. It's secured in. Why not go ahead and do a little roll forward and see if he lands on his head?
At least it wasn't like Amanda. Amanda just immediately tapped out like Jan.
Yeah.
Like, at least Poirier was like, I'm going to let myself get choked for a bit.
I know, but he could have, you already know you're going to get choked. Just drop yourself forward. Like,
well, yeah, they could always do something.
You could, you know, it was like, wow, okay. And it's like, man.
I mean, we were just hoping for Poirier to win. I'm cool with Oliveira winning, though.
No, that's cool. That's cool. It was just like, yeah, if he wasn't gonna practice the jiu-jitsu like he let the first round go. Oh, and then the glove hold though. The glove hold.
Oh yeah, the glove hold.
That was 3 minutes of ground and pound because of a glove hold. As far as we know, we haven't seen the video exactly. Like,
I mean, they pretty sure they said it like round 2 that like it was a glove hold.
Yeah.
Like, they grabbed the,
so it was like
glove.
3 minutes of ground and pound from Charles on Dustin. That can be exhausting going into the second round. So I can see how that could have played a role. So if it's like, and then I heard Dustin too on his post-fight press conference interview saying that his coach told him like, why didn't you pull your arm out of that? And he's like, dude, I tried. He's like, but he says that he didn't feel the fingers in the glove, but he knew it was like kind of hard to pull his arm out. So he was like, stop trying to pull his arm out. So that was 3 minutes of ground and pound at the end of the first round. That probably kind of, trickled into the second round and might have, affected it a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe it's cheater Charles Oliveira, or maybe it's Dustin Poirier should have knocked him out in the first round. But yeah, sucks for Dustin. Two rear naked chokes.
I mean, it sucks for Dustin. They made that money, and he's gonna get that 4th fight with Conor. So I think it's gonna work out for Dustin. I think this is best case scenario for Dustin, honestly.
Well, now they might try to sneak Conor into fight Charles. They might just try to pass.
Dana's already said
Gaethje, but Conor still has 3 months to recover. 4 months. By that time they fight, he'll be ready for his type of fight. If they might try to sneak him.
That's not gonna happen.
They're gonna try to sneak. If it happens, remember this.
It'll happen. He'll have to get 1 fight in. They're not gonna give him just a belt right away.
Holding on to this.
Yeah, we're still holding on. So how many was that? Like 5 losses?
5 losses, 5 wins. We were kind of screwed because of Amanda Nunes anyway, so
yeah, like
no matter what.
So you didn't bet on Ryan Hall, so pretty much he lost right away in the beginning, and like the whole time, like, oh man, imagine everybody wins and Miranda's the only one that loses, and then Nunes ends up losing. So it's like we were doomed from the start. So
yeah, I think a lot of people were doomed from the start. A lot of money was won and lost last night. So I don't know.
Just not us.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we'll try to make this is crazy bets. What are we talking about? Like $10 bets to make $1,000?
Yeah, we're talking about like small money.
Small money bets to make decent money. $1,000?
Yeah, this is practically our lottery tickets. I mean, it's kind of fun. It makes fight night fun. More fun. And
we'll try to bring you guys some like real legit. This was just over the top kind of like, because we knew a lot of the fighters that were fighting on there. Sometimes we have like maybe 4 or 5 fighters that we kind of know how it's going to turn out, or feel like we know it's going to turn out, because we always have like some Amanda Nunes type of shit happening. But so we'll try to give you guys like a 4 or 5 parlay slip that
has a higher chance of actually coming true,
and then we'll give you a crazy one. Yeah. For like $10.
Just to throw it in there for fun, for funsies.
But don't take our word for it.
Yeah. I don't want to get sued. Alright. Fuck out of here, motherfuckers.